Hey, I'm hoping this is recording. Oh, it was. Okay. Okay, my hair is messed up. Who cares? If anybody out there has my Twitter page, today is Sunday, April 22nd. It's 7 o'clock at night. Y'all see my makeup is messed up. My eyeliner. I went full makeup to church. Y'all got an eye full of my anger. And it's not directed to anybody. It is directed to somebody. I'm just not positive to who. But I do have a way of finding out if I wanted to. It was, well, I found out, I think it was Wednesday I found out. Let me turn this music down. I've been listening to this ever since I got, well, not ever since I got on, but for a while. But I found out, I think it was Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. That some friends of mine, friends, my son's boxing coach was beaten within an inch of his life. His daughter was beaten to death, was raped, and then beaten to death. And his wife was beaten to death while his 9-year-old son watched. And the reason why I've been pissed was because his daughter was 10 years old. I've been able to keep my mind busy at home because I have TV, my cell phone, I can play a game on that. I have my school books, and like I said, posted that I did a rant last night about something completely different, and I did another video about this garment that I'm going to buy to help me lose weight. And anyway, things were different on my mind than certain other things in my life. But on the ride to church and in church, because I'm Mormon and people do talks, and it's like I tune them out anyway. Yeah, I said I tune them out. I get to read my book and play on my phone or whatever. And I got to dwelling on the fact that, they don't know who did it. And I talk to dead people. Literally. But for some reason, I cannot talk to this baby. Look at my hair. It's like, I don't know why this is doing this. Anyway, I cannot get in touch with this baby for some reason. I don't know if it's the fact that it's too new, or she's busy comforting Art and her little brother and the rest of the family, because they were the type of family, they were really tight. They were close-knit. They all were down at the gym till they closed. They just didn't deserve this. Or let me put it like this. The babies didn't deserve this. Why would you fuck with the babies? Like I told my bishop, and this might seem hardcore, but it's true. The adults, they're adults. You know what I'm saying? Why can't you wait for, the kids to go to school? What could the baby have done so bad that would warrant her to be raped and the life beaten out of her? How do you justify that? What did she say? Leave my daddy alone? That would be a kid's normal response. Did she jump on your back? Did she try to jump in it? That's the kid's normal response. What did your daughter do? Was she what are you doing? Did she jump on your back? What? I mean, to me, that's a pussy ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then why would you have a little boy watch? They said that he went to school and told the school counselor, my family's murdered. They're dead. You might want to check it out. Okay? I am personally pissed off. I've been molested incestuously raped. And I feel like it happened to me. And when I told one of my closest friends, she thought that I was just one of those overzealous people that just took everything personally. Till today, when I told her, I had to go to the bishop because I had homicidal thoughts. My other side was coming out because I have too much on my brain and I want to go out and find them. And she was like, well, you didn't really know those people. I was like, wrong. I did. I talked to them, a lot. I hadn't talked to them like 2 months, but we talked. And when we talked, we laughed and joked. I believe I talked to them like two months ago before I went in the hospital. And, when you saw Art, he was all smiles. You just really couldn't be sad around him. It was disgusting. The last time I talked to your daughter was about me doing kickboxing. I was like, I won't get hit in the head, right? Because I have a mess and I can't get hit in the head because I have a migraine for 3 or 4 days. And she just busted out laughing. She was like, don't be a wimp. You can't be a wimp. I was like, look, I love to fight. I used to fight all the time, but I can't do it no more. I can't do this. Oh, no, you're going to get in there and fight. I'll fight with you. And I'm like, oh, no, I don't think so. And it's like, really? And then in the news, you hear that somebody threatened his fucking life, but didn't nobody report to the police. And it's like, really? And who would think that some bitch-ass nigga would come up? And I don't use the N-word anymore because they have a new definition of it, which really pisses me off. And I'll get into that in another video. But who would have thought that some bitch-ass nigga, no, not a bitch-ass nigga, a pussy-ass nigga, would come in, rape your only daughter, make your baby boy watch while you beat up. Anyway, beat up your wife and child. Your wife and your little girl. Who would have thought that? But as I said, and me being me, when I want something, I kind of like bogart or bully my way because I felt that strongly. I mean, I was in full bitch mode. My son said because he passed his sacrament, which is like, what is that? I've been saying it for so long. I can't say Eucharist. Well, Eucharist for Catholics. Communion. There you go. Communion. He said while he was passing communion, it was his turn to pass. And he passes every Sunday. But he passed to me. And he every time he got to me, he's like, Mom, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm just sitting there, and I'm asking like I'm thinking, because while you pass if sacrament, I was reading my book, because I'm taking my new major is religion. Yes, I changed majors a lot, but this is something that I'm really, really interested in. Besides nursing, religion is something I'm really interested in. And I had the book face down. And it's a book on the Old Testament and heroes from the Old Testament that go on faith. And I put it down, and I'm just sitting there like this. And, I got the magic in my hair. I curled her up. She looks really pretty, too, now. I'm going to put her in the next video. And he said that the reason why he kept, and, he passed, and I ate the bread, he passed it. And when they passed it back, I'm fine. And he said that I was sitting there mad mugging, like, even though I wasn't doing like that, but that's the way he said I looked. And the more, everybody is quiet during sacrament, because you're supposed to be, thinking about your vows to God and renewing those vows and blessings and all that stuff. And all I could think about was, how did the baby feel? You got this man on top of you, and then this man is beating you. And all you could think about, I'm imagining, is, what did I do to deserve this? What did I do? I was just born. I didn't ask to be here. What did I do? And then I started asking God, what did she do in her past life that made it so bad? What did she do? Because sometimes they say if you raped or molested somebody in a past life, it has to be done to you in this life. Okay. If that's true, all right. If you killed somebody in a past life, you have to be killed in this life. Okay. But did you have to be beat up? Did you if that is true, I don't know, because when I did my past life, I only saw one, and, you know, I'm not going to get into it because some people don't believe it. But, and screw them, you get a past life regression and we'll see what you are. But, you know, it's like, really, it's a baby, and I just got more and more pissed off and agitated. And, I don't know. Normally, I probably wouldn't have heard of it, but it was like God guided me to turn to Channel 3 and see the news. And I really wasn't watching it. I was actually on a computer playing around. And all I heard was real KO boxing. And that it was locked up. And one of the trainers was on, and they said Art was in the hospital in critical condition. And I called my baby in the room. I said, come here. You gotta watch this. Something's wrong with Art. He's in critical condition. Never in a billion years I would think that his wife and daughter were killed. Never. Ever in a million years. They had the sweetest spirit. They were awesome. I never in a billion years thought I would hear that on the television. And I really feel for their son. I've lived through a murder. But I don't know how I would have done if it was a double murder. You know, I mean, I walked through the crime scene of where my mother's body was on fire. And really, everybody thought it was crazy because the DA was like, oh, I want him killed. No, I don't. I want him to live through it. I want him to see her face. I want him to see the other person he killed so many years ago. I want him to live with it. But this is a monster that did that. Anytime you could sit there and rape a child and still look at her and beat her to death, you have forfeited your life. And see, I can say that because I tell everybody I know I'm going to hell because I'm evil. And not so much I'm evil. I hate people. I hold grudges. I really do. I'm trying to work on hating people, and I'm trying to forgive, but I'm not good at it. I'm not. And when you do something like this and you have no soul, you are soulless. You've taken someone's innocence. And you not only took the baby girl's innocence, you took the baby boy's innocence. Because he didn't only watch his sister get raped and murdered. He watched his mother get murdered. He watched his father get beat within an inch of his life. You did a lot of damage. And if I didn't have the faith, and I must have the faith bigger than a damn mustard seed. If y'all seen a mustard seed, that mustard seed is not very big. It's less than, what I got that small? What I got? I don't have it. A mustard seed is smaller than the tip of this pen. I know I have faith greater than that, than a mustard seed. If I didn't have the faith of that mustard seed, that's greater than that mustard seed, there is no way on God's green earth or in Satan's vast hell that I would not go back to my old ways and find whoever the fuck did this shit. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. But I bullied my way, as usual. And I got to talk to my bishop. And he read a scripture to me about the carnal man and the spirit of God. And he told me to be like a child, which in a lot of ways I am. And he told me to be patient and humble. I'm not a very patient person. I can be very humble. But see, the police suck. And they're quick to close the case. They want everybody else to do their job. And what is fucked up is that it's the minority. If you're not white, they really don't put in the manpower that it deserves. And that's sad. They don't give a shit that a baby was heinously murdered and treated like a piece of meat. And I think that's fucked up. I don't give a fuck if she was white, black, Mexican, purple with pink polka dots, pink pony with red stripes down her fucking back. She was heinously murdered. She was treated like a piece of fucking meat. And I don't like that. And all I could think about was what would happen if that was CJ. I would go fucking ballistic. Really. I think that would be the time that God would have no choice but to send my black ass to hell. Plain and simple. He was like, oh no, this bitch done tripped. There's nothing for her. Satan, you got one coming. Now, right now, I might have a fighting chance. I might. But if anything like that happened to my baby, I'd fuck them up. The world is not big enough. They better find an apartment on Mars. Because I don't have enough money to go to Mars. So that would be it. Plain and simple. I don't have enough money to buy a hitman on Mars. I don't have enough money for a spaceship to Mars. But anywhere on God's green earth, oh yeah. You wouldn't be able to get me. And my prayer is this. I pray that Art makes it out alive and can one day not forgive or forget, to not be mad with God. It's going to take a while because I done been there and done that. Not with my mama, but with my grandmother. See, y'all thought I was going to say something else. Yeah. With my grandma, I got real pissed. Told God, fuck you, kiss my ass. I was real pissed off. And what I learned is God is real patient and real loving. And he was like, all right, do your thing. And God is so loving that he still did not let me fall. So I am praying for Art. He didn't deserve this. Yadira didn't deserve this. And the babies really didn't deserve it. And I do take this as personal insult as if they were my own. Only because I've been there and done that. And a lot of people don't understand me. They don't understand my motives behind stuff. And you know what? I don't give a shit. I'm not living for anybody else. God knows my heart. And he knows my motives. And it really don't matter what nobody else thinks. Because I don't live for them. How y'all like me now? So, okay, I'm done. Y'all might not hear from me for a minute. Because I'm in my own personal mourning. And right now, I'm mourning for innocence lost. Because, like my bishop said, this is an evil world. And we're constantly tested. It's just, I don't understand why the tests are like this. You know, I don't understand the attraction for a baby. Because your daughter wasn't touched. And I mean touched as in raped. I don't understand. Did he feel like a big man? Did he feel strong? You know, what was the point? What was the purpose? What did you find fascinating about a 10-year-old girl who didn't even have breasts? I don't get it. And like my bishop said, I wasn't meant to get it, but still. That would bring me some kind of peace. what is so damn tantalizing about a baby? You know, I can understand if she was overly mature, if she walked it's a come hither way. She didn't. She was a child like she was supposed to be. She's not like some of these fast girls that I see. She was, and I'm not saying, whoa. I'm not saying that it would have warranted her being raped. Okay, because I was fast. But everybody that knew me knew that I was a virgin. Okay, don't touch me. Do not touch me because I'm not going for it. So I'm not warranting that. But it's a senseless crime, and it's senseless. Just plain flat out senseless. But I got a funny feeling it's going to be a closed case, or a cold case, I should say, very shortly. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I just got that feeling. I hope not. And I hope that y'all will pray with me for justice to prevail, for somebody to be found. And let it be the right somebody. Don't let it be somebody that they hope did it. Let it be the right somebody. So I've talked for 22 minutes. My throat is dry. My mouth is dry. I'm done now. Peace, love, and hair grease. I know, huh? Alright. Keep it with soul. Alright, I'm out.